Would you like to visualize how an attacker sees your cloud environment and which paths they can exploit? Would it be helpful if your team had a clear picture of where your cloud assets are at risk and a prioritized list of which issues to remediate? Viavi's Observer Sentry is a SaaS-based service that transforms the way you see and secure your AWS environment. This video demonstrates how an initial exposure assessment can help you gain visibility into your AWS environment's internet-facing attack surface. We'll quickly identify all hosts and services that are exposed to the internet and produce a report that can be shared with the members of the team responsible for remediation. We'll start with the summary dashboard view, an overview of your cloud environment's threat exposure. We see here that there are a number of workload exposure paths from multiple sources, including the public internet. Let's see what this looks like. The security graph provides an operationalized diagram of your cloud environment's exposure to the public internet. The nodes in the graph represent AWS workloads and infrastructure. The links represent exposure paths. The graph has grouping enabled so that you can visualize your AWS accounts, regions, and VPCs. This was all done automatically by Sentry. Turning the grouping off allows us to take a closer look at the contents of an exposed ECS cluster. Since our goal is to provide an exposure assessment that we can share with others, we'll run a service port exposure report. This is an interactive HTML report. From the finding summary, we can quickly jump to the details of any particular finding. This finding represents an unauthenticated Jenkins code repository server. From here, we can display the security graph for this specific port. We can see the port exposure path, and we can jump in context directly to the AWS Management Console to make changes. We can even see a screenshot of the exposed service. Clicking on the Share Link button will create a link that can be shared with other Sentry users, and the Print button will export this report to a PDF. In this brief demonstration, we've seen how Observer Sentry can help you by automatically creating maps of your AWS environment so that you can ensure that the reality matches the design and providing visibility into the attack surface, easily identifying all hosts and services that are exposed to the internet, and producing reports that can be shared with the team so that high priority exposures can be quickly remediated. For more information, please visit viavisolutions.com/Sentry.